What's going on, everybody? It's Mike here from the Garage Beers Podcast, and you know what time it is. Let's have this drink, and let's talk about the Cavs. All right, so two things to start. One, I know what you're going to ask, and the answer is yes, I did pre-open a beer, put it back in the fridge, and then grab it once I started the video because I am almost 40 years old, and I do not trust my coordination to one hand grab a beer, open it, hold a camera in the other hand, and not spill it all over myself. I'm setting myself up for success. Please do not judge me. Two, again, had a football game tonight, was on the road, was out in Bellevue. It's playoff time. Highland Hornets, big victory tonight. So I did not get to watch most of the game, but I did have it up as we were calling the high school football game. And I did get to listen to the back part of the fourth quarter where my buddy Tim Alcorn put on a hell of a display as far as just how it's supposed to sound from a play-by-play guy. But listen, the Cavaliers are 14-0, and I am excited on a lot of levels. I'm excited that they played really well to start the game. 49 points in the first quarter. Are you kidding me? And then I'm excited that they realized that you can't score 49 points in the first quarter and then have a close game at halftime. They didn't play all that great. Defensively, they weren't great in the first half, but they locked it down. They realized what they were doing wrong, and they came out in the second half. It was competitive. You got to give a lot of credit to Chicago tonight because Chicago played well. They shot the ball lights out for so much of the game. But when push came to shove, the Cleveland Cavaliers, with like 4 or 5 minutes left in the game, they just laser focused on what they needed to do to win the game. They played better defensively. They played better offensively. And again, they get the win. They're 14-0. I do have to give a shout out. A couple shout outs. One, I like this in-season tournament. I did not think I was going to love like the feeling in the arena with the floor, the big maroon floor, the wine floor, all that. I actually liked it. I think it looked cool. I love how games end in the in-season tournament. I think I wish there was a way to incorporate that better into the regular season. I love that point differential matters. So it's like a mad scramble for points at the end of the game. I mean, the way the Cavaliers were scoring when they were up by like 18 at the end of the game, it was unbelievable. It was so much fun. They threw the ball down to Jared Allen for a dunk with like a second left when they were up 16. I love that element of the game. And I love that the teams just acknowledge, like, yeah, that's how the in-season tournament works, so we're not mad about it. And I got to give a shout-out to my friend Tim Alcorn because I was doing the high school football game tonight. So I got in the car, and I was listening to Tim, and it was a really close game. I think the Bulls had cut it to 4 in the fourth quarter. And from there, it was just like three-pointer after three-pointer after three-pointer. Karis LeVert hit a big three-pointer, and Tim Alcorn gave a legendary call of it. But then just after that, it was Donovan, and it was Karis, and it was Darius, and it was Jared Allen, and everybody was making shots, and it was pandemonium. And I got to tell you, I was in my car driving home from my high school football game, and I could feel what it was like to be in the arena for that game tonight. So the Cavs are 14-0. I hesitate to say what I'm about to say, but Sunday they play the Charlotte Hornets, and I am taking my son down to that game. So listen, if they don't win, it's not my fault, or maybe it is. I'll take the blame for it. But they're going to win. They're going to win 14-0 now, and these guys just keep rolling. The Cavaliers are awesome. It is one of the most fun stories in all of sports to start this season, and shout out to the Cavs. So, hey, I will check in with you after that game on Sunday that I go to, and until then, cheers, and as always, go Cavs.